Hey y'all, I'm Danny, and this is Heard. Hi guys, welcome back to Heard the Podcast. I'm your host Danny, and I'm joined here once again by my wonderful engineer. What's your name, engineer?
J-Rob.
Say hi to J-Rob, guys. So I'm back. I had a rough week and a half. Yeah. I was fighting for my life. J-Rob just called me a turkey because I wanted to. I'm insecure about my mommy arms because it's summertime now in the DMV, so like it's a bit hot. So I have my arms out, but I'm a big girl, so I was like, oh my gosh, should I cover my arms for the recording? What should I do? I have mommy arms, and then he persisted on calling me a turkey. Like he said, I had turkey arms and turkey this, turkey that, gobble gobble. It's just crazy. So he called me a turkey. So there's that.
No.
He called me a turkey. J-Rob called me a turkey.
I described the arm.
But right, and he keeps saying it.
I just described it.
So I'm a turkey. So I got to.
Call you a turkey.
He called me a turkey. He said I'm a turkey.
On,
anywho, so I've been fighting for my life the past week and a half. I got like a really nasty skin infection on my left leg. Mm-hmm. So I've been limping. I've been limping a lot. Last week was hell. This week is a bit better. And I just can't wait for a speedy recovery, but I definitely was not able to record last week because I was like, oh hell, I couldn't even leave my house. I had to I spent so much money on DoorDashing food, DoorDashing groceries because I couldn't get up and go to the grocery store, and I couldn't stand up long enough to cook food for myself. So there was that. And then when I would work up the strength to go to the hospital, because I had to go. So I went to the hospital when it first happened, mm-hmm. and then they gave me an IV drip, and then they gave me antibiotic pills to take home with me. Mm-hmm. I finished those pills last week, and then I had to get up and go again. I think I had to go again on this past Tuesday to get some new antibiotic pills. Mm-hmm. So they gave me a whole new dosage of antibiotics. So I had to get up and go get that. But I mean, I'm doing better. But my left leg is still swells up. And it's still a bit, the redness has gone down. A lot of the redness has gone down a lot, but I still have an area of redness. Right. And it's still a little bit of discoloration on the left leg. So I'm waiting for that to heal up and soak up so I can be back to my, full form.
Amen.
Yeah. So yeah, but it hurts. I can finally put on my sneakers now. I can finally put on my left shoe. I had to walk around with so I have slides, right? I have house slippers. Then I have those Yeezy slide type shoes. Yeah. I got those if I want to run out real quick on my lunch because I work from home. So I work from home. So sometimes I'll run out to go up the street, get a coffee or whatever, and I'll put on my little Yeezy slides or whatever. Right. Mm-hmm. I have those. Then I have actual other slippers, those closed toe type slippers. Right. But I don't wear them around the house. I wear them outside sometimes, and those are the comfy ones. So I had to actually put those on to walk around outside when I wanted to go to the hospital or whatever.
Right, it's easy
because it was easy sliding. Because my left freaking foot was so freaking swollen, and I could not put it in any one of my sneakers. I couldn't fit it in my sneakers, and if I could, it hurt so bad.
So it's the whole left leg.
No, my left. So my lower it was from the infection, the redness. Was from the lower calf all the way down to the foot.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it was red and hot.
Right.
And my left foot is swole, mm-hmm. real swole. But I mean the swelling. So now the swelling goes. You prop your foot up. You elevate your foot up. You can't just level it like this. You have to level it up, upward, and then and it goes all the way down or whatever. Mm-hmm. But when I start getting up and walking around, that's when it swells up again.
Right.
But it's still doing that, but not as bad as it was last week.
Right, the first week, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's getting better. I can put my shoe on now.
Yeah.
So
hit the clap. Yeah.
I can put my shoe on now, but it's still a ways to go. Hopefully I get better soon because this shit is annoying.
You will.
This shit's fucking annoying, and it's so ghetto. Anywho, So how was your life going these past couple of weeks, J. Rob? Another thing too.
You good?
What really frustrates me is like I work from home, so I was out of work for a few days, and then I tried to but then my projects at work, I was falling behind, so I wanted to get back to work. So even though I work from home and I can sit down at my desk, it's still so uncomfortable,
right?
With that pain and that it's uncomfortable having a swollen fucking leg and a swollen fucking foot.
I was gonna ask you that
it's
too.
irritating. It's so even when you're sitting down, it's so uncomfortable and it becomes distracting.
Right to the work you doing.
Yes,
right?
yeah. So that was kind of annoying to trying to power through that, and then on top of that, we recorded a wonderful episode 2 weeks ago and I uploaded it and stuff, but I didn't get to the point where I could clip up stuff.
Right.
I was so mad I couldn't clip up because I couldn't even work the energy up to even sit there and clip up my stuff, J. Rob. Oh my God.
You gotta clip it up.
So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm still posting them fucking clips. Everything's on DSPs, everything's on YouTube. But I don't have the vertical clips. Those are the big ones.
Yes.
So I'm going to still post those, in conjunction with what we come up with here on this episode, and we can just do it that way. But yeah, those clips need to be posted, honey. Okay.
Facts. There's a lot of good.
But
stuff.
I'm so annoyed. Oh my God, I couldn't fucking post my shit. Anywho. But yeah, how was life, J. Rob, so far?
Everything been good, man. Working, all that good stuff. Enjoying this weather.
Yeah, it's getting. But you still love your sweatsuits.
I wear sweatsuits in any weather.
Yeah, you sure do. You love them sweatsuits. When it get real hot, what do you do? Do you wear a short set? What do you do? Are you a short set kind of guy? Short set?
I got more clothes than sets. I got a lot of clothes. I bring them out when I have to.
Are you a short set kind of guy? Are you a short set?
I do have a short set.
You have a short set?
I have a few short sets.
You have a short set for real? As a grown ass man, you got a short set? As a grown ass man?
Hey, look, that don't mean nothing.
You got a short set as a grown ass man? A grown ass man with a short set. It's no, I'm playing.
That's messed up.
You called me a turkey. So there's that. I'm sick of that shit. That was some bullshit. I'm gonna tell. That's the thing. You really just dead ass called me a turkey, and now you saying gobble gobble. That is crazy. That is so fucking crazy. That is so fucking crazy. You're body shaming. You're body shaming.
That's what they name it now. Oh wow.
J. Rob just body shaming.
You're not from PG County no more. You're not.
Why you say that?
No, you from somewhere else.
Why you say that? Why you say that?
Body shaming.
You body shamed me, J. Rob.
Girl, you from PG County. Get out of here.
Go ahead, Mo. Go ahead, Mo. But nah, anywho, let's get into the child.
It's a lot.
You know what? It's I mean, it's not crazy. It's just a little messy.
Ain't not been too crazy.
It's just a little messy or whatever. Anywho, yes. So moving along. Just real quick. I think we talked a little bit about Cardi B and Stefon Diggs for the past couple episodes. I think enough. So while I was out, I guess Offset requested spousal support and some shit, something crazy. That was crazy, right? Spousal support is crazy. As a grown ass man, and I'm like,
spousal support, short sets. What else? What else a grown man can?
Turkey, gobble gobble, turkey. The fuck? If I'm a turkey, what are you? You're a fucking side dish. Me? What the fuck are you?
Me?
You're a biscuit. You're a biscuit. You're biscuit colored.
I'm the entree.
Please, I'm the entree. I'm the turkey. Remember, gobble gobble. You a piece of cornbread. So shut up.
Oh yeah, that's the best. Yeah.
Please, you a piece of cornbread. Anywho, not you calling me a fucking turkey. That's crazy. So, but no. Yeah, so I guess they were going tit for tat with that. Yeah. Cardi B, of course, crashed out online. called off, said Offset don't even see his kids like that, and she bust her ass for her kids, blah 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 blah. So then it was a whole big thing about how I guess like Stefon Diggs got the same cornrow hairstyle as their son Wave, and Offset went off. Like it was like he was threatening people's lives at that point. Like it was crazy. He had to deactivate his Twitter and social media and stuff because it was getting wild. But somebody said that Wave's hair, because they both got their hair braided at the same place, the same person. Because I remember it was a clip of Stefon getting his hair done, and Cardi B was off in the background or whatever. I guess Cardi B hooked him up with a nice braiding girl or whatever. What team do Stefon play for now? Because he got traded, right?
Yeah, I think. Dang, you found
because they had, him and Cardi B are together, but it seems very. It is the off season, but it seems like it's very convenient. Like it's like what they have going on is very convenient. Location wise, because Cardi B lives in New York or Jersey or whatever. And who he with now? Who he got drafted to? Oh, the New England Patriots.
Oh, the Pats. Yeah.
The New England Patriots. Mm-hmm. What that's at?
New England. That's
Boston.
Like Boston. Yeah.
How far is Boston from New York?
It's not that far. It's like 2 hours or something.
Oh, that's like
it's some small stuff.
Like from Baltimore to DC type shit.
Yeah, type stuff.
It's giving that. Oh, okay.
Baltimore to Philly, I'm gonna say, maybe.
Okay, that's still kind of cute. That's still like whatever, a little.
Yeah, it's not that far.
A little drive real quick. Yeah. Okay. So that's why they always together, because like he just hop in the car real quick and go down. Yeah. That's what it's given. Yeah. They were in they called him him and Cardi B was out in DC somewhere the other day. I guess because I think Stefon has some sort of like some sort of like field day situation or some type of like community game, like community thing situation in Maryland. Yeah. So I guess they in Maryland, DC, whatever, together. So, but yeah, they said that Wave had that hairstyle like months before Stefon got it, and then I guess somebody must have peeped it and put it side by side, and then he crashed out with the braids and stuff. But it's just like,
braids.
Do you think? Yes. How do you, as a man? Because this is a man thing. I don't know. As a man, like, would you be upset about like that? Like,
I don't think so. I don't think I would. Not over no hairstyle.
Right?
I wouldn't care. I'm like, especially with the situation that's going on right now with your wife and
maybe it's
ex-wife.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I know I want to respect men. I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't think of. I can't.
I'm sure some men would be
my friend, she picked her son up from the barbershop the other day, and she said she went in there and overheard them talking about it. It was debating about that whole thing in the barbershop and the whole barbershop talk, and she was like, yeah, a lot of men in there was not having it with the braids. I'm like, really?
I guess because I don't know.
Is it a man thing? That I don't know. Listen, this is a man thing. I don't know.
Probably. Like, why you got this motherfucker to try to look like such and such, trying to look like him and all that? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, when the wife and the the parents split and stuff like that, everything gets tricky when they got the kids. So. Yeah. So yeah. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. That was some tea for that. With the Offset and Cardi B, Stefon Diggs stuff. I don't know. How long you think the Stefon thing's gonna last? It looks like she's having a blast though. She loves her some Stefon. Like she feels free again. She feels like she says she feels young again. But how long you think it's gonna last?
I don't know. To the summer, to the season. I don't know.
You think they'll make it to the season? When does the season start?
Like September or sometime. I think it's like September. Yeah, that's when the like preseason start.
So how does that usually work? Like because is Boston and New York, is that considered long distance?
As far from where? Each
yeah. Is that considered a long distance relationship?
I don't know. Nah. I don't know. It could be, but
because when the season starts, how are they going to do this? Because she has kids,
right? She got to make time,
and like because he's not about to sit. You think he gonna sit there and drive for he in the season right now? He ain't finna do all of that. I don't know.
I don't know what their arrangement's going to be.
Yeah, she gonna go up there on weekends or something. I don't know what's going on. No, seriously, like what's going to happen with that?
I don't know.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah,
just wondering.
We'll see in 3 months.
You think they'll? So you think they'll make it? You think they'll make it by the winter?
Hopefully.
You think Stefon's team will make it to the Super Bowl this year or what?
No.
Who was he? Shit. What's Travis Kelce's team again?
Travis, the Chiefs.
Okay, they made it to Super Bowl the last couple years, right?
Yeah, they made it last year too and lost.
And but the year before that too, or no?
Yeah.
Do they consistently make it to the Super Bowl?
They get there, yeah.
They get there every time?
Not every time, but they get there enough. Like the last 5 years, they got there like 3-4
that's
times,
good. That's
like
good.
That.
That's good. Yeah. So you don't think the Patriots is gonna make the Super Bowl this year? You don't think so? They suck. Like what's? I don't see. Listen, I don't know. J-Rob, listen, you're a man. I don't know. So what do the Patriots give?
So since like a lot of they like star players is not there no more.
Who were the star players?
Like Tom Brady.
Oh wow,
like,
that's who he played for.
Yeah, he played for them for like.
Oh, I didn't know. I just know the name Tom Brady. I don't know.
He played for them for a long time. Like he was, he's the GOAT for a bit.
Who did Eli Manning play for?
New York Giants.
Manning Eli.
Yeah, he played for the New York Giants.
Okay, and what was his brother's name?
Peyton.
Peyton Eli. Who did he play for?
Peyton played for the Colts.
Who?
The Indianapolis Colts.
Child, Indianapolis is crazy. Okay, so are the Eagles? The Eagles have been good since Jalen Hurts or before Jalen Hurts. Or what? Because they made it pretty. I haven't heard that the Eagles make it as far as Super Bowl. And I don't know.
They will make it to the playoffs and stuff, but yeah, since Jalen Hurts been there, yeah, they've been good.
Do you think that the Commanders will make it far again this year? Because they did really good like this past year, didn't they?
Yeah,
they did good. I'm like, shit.
I feel like they got a great team. So
okay,
and you know the way Jalen like trains and shit. So like that's even. Yeah.
Jalen, the guy from the DC team, right?
Yeah.
What's his last name again?
No, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels. Okay.
Jaden.
With the crazy ass mama.
She's not crazy.
Okay, she's not crazy. Okay.
She's his manager anyway. So
that's his manager?
Yeah.
Tasha Mack management? Oh, he got his own Tasha Mack? Okay. But I didn't mean to call his mama crazy. My bad, because that's the home team. She's not crazy. I'm sorry, Tasha Mack.
She take care of the business. She take care of the business. She take care of them. But yeah, I think they can go far this year. I think they can. Okay,
you think they'll like make it? Because they got really far. They got really far. Yeah.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see when the season starts.
So what are your predictions for this upcoming Super Bowl? Like who do you think will make it to the Super Bowl?
I say every year the Cowboys, but that's a different.
Did they make it far?
Hell no, they suck. But I believe in my team.
So the Patriots aren't that great?
Nah, they not that.
Did they make who was Stefon Diggs? What team was he on when he was when they were in playoffs this past year? He was on Patriots.
Nah, he was.
They had just traded him, right?
Was it Minnesota? Who he played for before? I think it was Minnesota, right?
I don't fucking know.
I forgot who he played for before. It was the Texans.
Was it Houston or some shit? Texans?
I think it might have been the Texans. I think they went far. I think
because they had a whole Netflix special.
Yeah, nah, facts. But I don't know. I don't think the Patriots are going far though. To answer that question, I don't think they're going far.
They didn't make it that far this past time.
Nah.
What position do Stefon Diggs play again? Wide receiver.
He is a wide receiver.
What do the wide receivers do? Like that's they run the most, right? No. Who runs the most? The quarterback.
The quarterback runs a lot.
Oh, the running back runs the most.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to help you get to the running back.
Okay, the running back runs the most.
Yes. I mean, everybody runs the most.
Not everybody.
No, as far as with the ball, yes.
Who's the big niggas? It's always a big nigga. Who big niggas play?
Defensive line, offensive line, defensive line. The center. That's a.
You ever watch All American?
Yeah.
What position?
No, I never watched it.
Damn it! What position did Spencer James play? Y'all forgot. Was he a running back? Y'all, what position did Spencer James? I can Google it.
Did he have the ball all the time?
He will run it a lot.
Oh, he probably was a running back.
I don't know. Let me see. What position? I'm about to Google it because I watched it for the romance. I didn't watch it for the goddamn sport. What the fuck?
Yes, the podcast.
What position did Spencer James? Hold on. What position did Spencer? Spencer. Let me look at my computer. Hold on. Let me just do it on my phone. Spencer James play on All American.
Like running back.
Spencer, it says a wide receiver.
Oh, he's a wide receiver.
Yeah, they run, right?
Yeah, they run, catch the ball. Depending on how what play they run. So they basically on the outside.
Yeah, because he always run on the outside. He always run on the outside.
Yeah, they on the outside.
He always run a motherfucker on the outside and shit.
They run posts, slants, all of that.
So what do the running backs do? They run all around the place?
No. So they basically gain yards, like just to, it's not. Instead of passing the ball, which is like a high risk.
So who passes the ball a lot? The quarterback?
Okay. Passes the ball,
okay.
yes.
Okay.
Everything goes through from the center first
Okay.
to the quarterback. And then if he chooses he want to pass the ball, he's going to throw it to the tight end or...
The tight end. Who's that?
They play at the end. So, like, the offensive line and the last person at the end of the formation.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the tight end. They're gonna be on the left at the end or the right end, either way. Or they might play the slot. It depends. The slot is inside compared to the receiver. So this receiver, slot position, tight end, offensive line, right tackle, stuff like that. And then you got the other side. Then it's the same thing repeats: tight end, slot, wide receiver.
So what are all the positions? There's quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end.
Mm-hmm. O line, so the offensive line. So you got the center. You got the That's the protectors. That's the protection. I'm gonna say the offensive line is for protection for the quarterback. Okay. Then you got the center who snaps the ball, who gives the quarterback the ball every play.
So who is this? That's the. So what's the person? So somebody said, "Oh, what position you play?" I'm the center. They said that.
So you're gonna be the person who
that nigga, yeah.
That
but
guy.
But when someone say, "Oh, what position you play?" Oh, I'm the center. They say, "Oh, I'm the center." That's the name of their position, the center.
The center, yeah.
Like, oh, I'm the center. Like that don't sound like I'm a wide receiver. They don't sound cool like a wide receiver. Like I'm a running back.
Center is important though.
They are they're important. Yeah.
But
center, I play center. Like what? Yeah, okay.
It's a very very interesting position. But yeah, the center. Yep, and then they snap to the quarterback. You know, if they want to pass the ball, they can. Tight end, receiver, whoever. If they want to give the ball to the running back,
and then running back is on the outside.
They usually behind the quarterback.
Okay, running back. Okay.
Yeah, so they usually.
Because they put they hike it and then they catch it and they run it back and do like that or nah?
Nah. Unless it depends on the play.
Okay.
That's what flea flicker, all of that stuff. But
the what?
Flea flicker. That's a play.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I know. That's a play. So,
okay.
Yeah,
listen. Real quick, I'm gonna get off this because this is getting too great. So, the nigga that who the kicker, the punt when they punt it.
So the kicker
is that they have a position called the kicker, right?
Yes.
Do they only just kick or do they play in the game too?
So they only just kick, but
so it's literally a man that only kicks in the game,
right? But
then he sits on the bench the whole time of the game.
Yeah. Well, no, Well, he has to. If anything, if the punt returner or somebody, the kick returner runs back.
Kick returner.
Yes, that's the offense. That's who he's kicking to.
Okay.
Yeah. So if he runs back and get past all the defense, and they're the only ones in the backfield.
Wait. Okay. Wait. Hold on. So wait. Wait. Okay. So the punter, right?
The punter comes out on 4th and 1.
They come out from the bench.
Yes, from the bench.
So do they? My question is,
no.
Do they play in any of the games?
They play in all the games, but
they play in the. I'm talking about playing, not kicking. I'm talking about in the game playing that shit.
That's what I'm about to explain.
Okay.
So if they punt, all right, it's 4th and 1. They punt the ball.
What is 4th and 1? Don't say that to me. I don't know what the fuck that is.
4 downs. Okay. You get 4 downs.
4 downs
first
is what?
Down,
like touchdown?
No, first down.
What is down? What is that?
Downs,
what is it?
Downs is the amount of plays you get.
Okay.
So
okay.
Right, but like 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 is the first. First snap, whatever. First and 10. So you got to get 10 more yards to get to the, keep repeating it.
Okay.
But yes, the kicker they might have to tackle as well. They're not just kicking just only. So if they
but they're players.
Yeah, they're players. They're players for sure. But it depends. It depends. If the offense take care of, if the special teams take care of the kick returner or whatever, if they make the
special
tackle, teams, yes, that's kicking. That's the kick. That's when the kickers kick that's when they come. The kickers.
So that's the same. That's the same thing as like a 3-point shot when they be having those little 3-point shots and shit in basketball.
No, that's different thing. Football is very different.
Yeah, no. It's like, football is like chess, right?
No,
football's not like chess, like on how they have it set up in the chess.
I guess you can play it like chess. I guess you can compare it to chess. But back to the kicker though, they might have to make a tackle, so they're not just kicking the ball.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I was saying with the kick returner running down for the touchdown, and it's just those two in the field. The kick returner and the punter or the kicker.
So there are only 2 of them on the field now at this point?
I'm saying if they get past the defense.
Okay.
Yeah, if they get past everything and it's only those 2 in the backfield.
Okay.
Then the kicker got to make a tackle or something. He got to do something to stop the touchdown. Got you. Right.
But this is all the players are on the field right now when they're doing this, or
yeah, that unit, yes, the special teams unit, yes, it's on the field, yes.
The special teams unit,
yes,
as
it's
in
a whole unit. Yeah, it's a whole unit.
How many players is that?
On the field at a time, I think it's 11 or 12 players in the field at a time.
No, for the special unit.
Oh, it's however many. Well, like on the field at the time, it's probably like 10. I think it's 11 or 12 players on the field at a time. So. Okay. That's the defense.
But the punter plays in the game too. Yes. They don't just sit on the bench and then wait till it's time to kick. Okay, cool. But they're in the game. They're in the game. But when they're in the game, they're still called the kicker.
Yeah, of course. They're still the kicker. That's their position for their team.
Do they get paid a lot still or no?
It depends on the kicker.
Has there ever been like a superstar celebrity kicker?
Yes, Adam Vinatieri.
Who the fuck is that?
He played for the Patriots.
He's a kicker.
Yes.
He's like a celebrity guy.
He was.
He's famous.
He was.
In what year? Because I don't know what the fuck.
Back when Tom Brady and them was playing. Okay. So this is a long time ago, but he was the man. He was the man. Like, yeah, he was the man.
He must have played soccer in his off seasons too, or something like that.
I think he do have a soccer background.
Probably. I mean, it makes sense. Shit, why not? Fuck it. You know.
You're right.
Like if you're a kicker, you should be able to play real football.
They play real football though.
No, I'm saying like real football, like the actual football. Football, yeah, football, yeah. Because soccer is football.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah, soccer's different. Soccer's a different world.
Yeah, I played goalie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you win? Did you stop anything?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. How many points they scored?
They didn't eat me up.
Oh,
they didn't eat me up.
Everything.
No. So listen. So this is my whole thing, right? No, because you really tried it. Oh, you're trying it. So I was never like an athletic girl like that. I was always a big turkey growing up, but I was never like an athletic girl like that. But I always had stamina. Does that make sense? And I always was willing to participate in a sort of athletic situation.
Right.
So like in high school. My last 2 years of high school, I wanted to be more active. So I definitely was like, I was on the soccer team. I was on the softball team. I was a flag girl. I did all of that my last 2 years of high school when I transferred to Gwen Park and Brandywine. I never was like the athlete girl, like I said, but I always had like a stamina situation. So like I like 11th, 12th grade, I involved myself, whether it was like I just involved myself because I wanted to.
Right.
So I was goalie on JV. I was goalie on JV, and they had this other girl named Alana. She was goalie on varsity. We were the same year, but like I was fine with that because I just wanted to do something. I don't care. I didn't want to go to school on a fucking softball scholarship. I don't give a fuck. Like, what the fuck? I don't give a fuck. It's high school. Who gives a fuck? You bitches aren't even fucking players right now. Like, shut the fuck up. But no, so like she was varsity, I was JV. So of course, like whatever, like it's softball, whatever. So I did that, and then when I was in the game. And then in soccer, I was also on like JV. She was also on varsity. I was the goalie, on JV. She was the goalie on varsity. And like, so when I was in the game, I did stop some shit. Okay. So, all right. Yeah. But then I also was on there kicking the ball, whatever too. But so like, it was like whatever. It's like a little whatever, just I involved myself because why not?
Right. Why not?
Why not? Fuck it. It's high school. Like whatever. Right. Like whatever. Like I didn't like. I wasn't gonna go like. I knew I was going to college, and I knew what I was going to college for.
Right.
And it wasn't for no fucking like
sports.
Sports. Like it's whatever. Like college was for me to learn, go on my major, and go party and go fuck. Okay, like, and that's what that was. I definitely got partied, went to class, didn't go to class, and I definitely got my back blown out. So that was that. There was that. So yeah, like that's what I did. But like I said, like I was like. I didn't care. Like I just wanted to involve myself. Like it's whatever. It's high school. It's not serious. It's like whatever. It's high school. And then it was one time this is when you have to not give a fuck what nobody says, and this is why it's very important to talk to your kids and make sure that right now, of course, like high school is their whole world, and oh my gosh, I hope so and so likes me, or I hope this group of people likes me and I'm cool and blah 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 blah. But like, it's not the end of the world, and like a lot of people, you don't want to be that person. Matter. You don't want to be that person that reaches their peak in high school. Like Facts. Never. Facts. But I remember one time this hating ass boy, he one time he was just like, because it's in school it's cool to like go on people or say things whatever, right? But it was one time this boy said, he was like, because we would always get like, we would always have like a dynamic where we would always like kind of go at it a little bit, and I remember one time he was like, why are you he was like, you're not athletic. Like, why are you he was like, you're not athletic. Why are you doing that? Like, why do you care about doing this? You're not athletic, right?
That's crazy.
And he said that to me, oh nigga, like a whole boy, like a whole male. Like, if you don't worry about what you got going on, like whatever. He said it to me, right? And he said it to me in front of everybody. And I looked at him. I said because I can do it. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do.
There you go.
I said that's what I'm dead. Like,
hit the clap.
They said hit the clap. But no, I said because I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. Stuck face, dumb face, didn't say shit. That's it. Like, and that's period. It's on period. That's it. Like, because boy, like what? Shut the fuck up. Like, and I'm doing it. I'm not athletic, but I'm on the team, bitch.
That's all that matters.
And I do the what's it called when you practice, when you go to practice and you do the drills. I do the drills. I'm practicing. I'm jogging around the field. I'm dumb and I'm in it. That's what that is. Period. I can do what I want to do. It's high school. Like, who gives a fuck?
FIFA Danny. All right.
It's high school. Like, who cares?
FIFA Danny,
whatever. And it's good to be. And I think it's good to be a part of team sports because it helps you. It helps you, like, whether you like the person or not. It helps you to learn how to be a part of a team. It helps you to encourage people. Like, come on, let's do it. Like, oh, this person can't finish the run. Like, come on, let's encourage. Like, let's clap it up. Let's encourage. It's like it's a part of being a team. So I definitely want to make sure. Like, when I have kids, I do want them to be a part of some sort of sports team. I think it's important to do that. Fair. Like, even though, like, some kids aren't really into like sports sometimes, but I want to involve them in something where it's, it builds like sports and like different recreational activities. It builds character. It helps with social skills. And it just helps with like, just worldly things.
Facts.
That's, in my opinion, that's what I feel like. I think that's very important to do.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah. I mean, that was a nice little tangent.
FIFA Danny, football Danny.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Oh, this is where I have to bring up the fucking. This is okay.
What you about to bring up, man?
Okay. I'm gonna let you give a guess. I don't know. Are you in the Twitter streets, the TikTok streets, and the Twitch streets?
I've been on it last few days because of Elon and Trump, but that's it.
Oh, they was going back. They was arguing and stuff.
They've been arguing the whole week. That shit funny. I laugh and that shit funny. But go ahead.
I'll give you a guess. I don't even know if you would even know.
Who?
It's about a streamer.
Not Agent. Who?
You're close though.
Deshaun?
No. You were closer when you said Agent.
Damn. Because I fuck with Agent.
Yeah, because he's smart. You definitely. I know you would love him. In the same group, not Kai, not Agent.
Reggie?
No. Nope.
Damn.
Okay, so
DDG. Sorry.
No, you're in it though. You're in it. You in it. You in it.
I know a little something.
In it. You in it. No. So we're gonna talk about Duke Dennis real quick, guys.
Oh, Duke. Okay.
We're gonna talk about Duke Dennis real quick, guys, and
man, what do you do?
we're gonna talk about this. I'm a fan. Like I said, listen, I love the Twitch streamers. I'm a fan of all of them, and I'm a fan of Duke Dennis. I'm a fan of Agent. I'm a fan of Kyson. I'm a fan of all of them, and I support. I subscribe. I'm in it. Like, I'm all that. So we're gonna talk about Duke Dennis today, right? And I'm gonna talk about him because why not? Because it's been all over. Listen, I was sick the past 2 weeks, laid up, and all I had was time. And TikTok was some hot tea the past week, J-Rob. It was some hot tea. I was like, I was tuned in, and people was exposing and dropping receipts and dropping recordings and all types of shit. It was real. It was real, you know, it was some tea. So it was revealed that Duke Dennis has 6 children by 6 different women.
Oh wow.
I got hip to him being a dad, right? But I thought that he only had like 1 or 2, because he has one baby mother and she talks a lot. Like I think it's his latest baby mother. So for the past few years, every year it comes up about questioning whether he has children or not, because they find certain things on Facebook, certain people speak out, and this and that, or whatever pictures get dropped of kids and this and that, whatever. And every time he gets online saying, you know, this happens every year, and he says, like, you know, I keep my private life private. I don't want to bring that to the internet. Whether if he never confirms or denies, having kids, but he's very mysterious about it. He's like, you know, it's none of y'all business. Like, even if kids were involved, like, I would never bring it to y'all because y'all are weird, this and that, blah, 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 right? You were cool. Like, right. On the outside, you agree with that. Cool, right? That's fine. Like, and I was like, okay, wow, okay, cool. Because I was kind of shocked. Because he's my age. Like, he's like 31. So, like, it's, of course, like, you know, it's not, and he's good. He's nice to look at. He's a fine guy. So, I mean, of course, he would probably have kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of course, he would have at least a kid. I'm not shocked at him having kids. I'm not shocked. I'm just like, the whole thing behind it is kind of like some tea, because of course it was still kind of iffy whether, you know, is she the child's mother or not, because no one's confirming whether she's one of his children's mothers, right? So there's that, right? So that came up. So then it kind of ignited a lot of other things, because of course every year it comes up about the, you know, baby mothers, this and that, right? So he has other baby mothers, and, you know, his other children's mothers get hate, and they get called clout chasers and all these things, because they're like, you know, that's not his kid. You're whatever. They keep trying to act like, oh, that those aren't his kids, when they kind of slightly find out about his other children's mothers. So a couple of them, they blatantly came out. They said, F it, I'm coming out. I do have a child with him. This is his child. They show pictures of the babies. They show pictures of him holding the babies. They show pictures of him in the hospital during labor with these women. Right. So this is all the proof. Like, we're now getting pictures of, like, we're getting real, like, you can't deny it at this point. Video, right? Video, yes, all of that. Baby shower pictures and all that, right? So then they have this whole diagram. Listen, I was sick. I was laid up. I had time scrolling. So they had this whole diagram of him, and they had the whole diagram of him at the top, and they branched off to all 6 mothers and kids that came with the mothers. Wow. And all his kids look just like him. He can't deny any of his kids, J-Rob. Actually, let me show you. One of the women is in jail for 10 years for murder. I guess she murdered one of her other boyfriends, I guess. Oh, and his latest child mother, I think her name is Jasmine. She's the one that talks the most online. Okay. So yeah, so they're all beautiful, by the way. So 3 of his children's mothers came out and was like, he has kids, y'all. He has kids. Like, I guess they were just tired. Like, he has kids. Right. I have a kid with him. They have a kid. Like, we have kids. Like, yes, right. All the big mothers except for the one that's in jail confirmed that I have a child with him. Here's our child. Here's him with our child. Here's me in the hospital giving birth to our child with him next to me. Here's this is him. This is our yes. So now he can't deny it. He can't. There's none. So it all erupted. It all came out. He can't deny it. And of course he had to hop on stream a couple times, like addressing it. You know, because at first he had to address it, saying like, "Oh, none of your business again." Blah blah blah. The next stream he had to come out and was like, okay, y'all can't be showing people kids. Like, this is y'all are proving my point. Y'all are proving my point. This and that, this and that, this and that. And it kept erupting. Right. He had to get back on stream like, okay, like, yes. Okay, yes. 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 All
right, so look, when I first started streaming and shit, I decided how I wanted to, like, operate a long time ago. But, you know, unfortunately, that option has been taken away from me at this point. It's been taken away from me at this point because y'all keep harassing, you know what I'm saying, the mother of my kids, and you know, being very, very weird. And this,
I'm gonna stop it right there. So here's the thing. I think one of the, and I'm gonna, it gets messier and messier. But one of the things that has not worked in his favor is that he's omitting a lot of information.
Right.
Even right here when he said, y'all are harassing the mother of my kids, he's not using the correct plural. Like, you have mothers of your kids. Like, you're still trying to like downplay it a little bit, because none of the, to my understanding, none of the BMs have more than one kid by him. So it ain't mother of your kids, it's mothers of your kids.
Right.
And so he's still playing magician with his wording. You know what I'm saying? That's what carries on the BS. When you omit and still play magician with words, it still strings you along with the bullshit, right? It's your business, but it's just when you're portraying a certain thing and then something comes out that contradicts that, people are going to say something.
Oh, for sure.
That's what that is. Is that the fact? For me, I'm his age, so I'm not frowning on the fact that he has kids. No, it's the fact that it looks messy. You're lying, and then it's messy. I'm not even going to push marriage as being an important factor when it comes to procreating with someone, because I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and you know, she was just saying, like, you know, she doesn't want to push the marriage thing either, because there's women out. She said she has a supervisor, talks about how, you know, she got married and had her kids, got a divorce, got married again, had another kid, got a divorce. So she has two failed marriages and two different children or whatever, right? Yeah. So she's not. I'm not going to sit here and push the important. I'm not going to push the marriage thing. I'm not going to push marriage as being a valid thing when it comes to love or procreating or creating a family. But I will say, you have to get to know these people first before you have kids by them. You have to get to know people. You have to really get to know people. You have to really get to know people. You know, it's already risky laying down with someone without protection. Anywho, I will say this. I think that, you know, I believe in God. I believe in God. I believe in the universe. I believe and what goes around comes around. I believe in all. I believe in all. You know, I believe in a certain morale. Mm-hmm. Okay, and I think that God handles everyone differently.
Facts.
So I think that right now, I think that God is handling him right now with his actions, because he's not he can't get away with this, but for so long, it's coming out to the forefront now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's coming out to the forefront now. Like, your children's mothers are basically calling you a deadbeat out of their mouths. It's not a rumor. It's coming from their mouths. They're coming on camera and they're saying, you send money, but you're not there for our son.
Yeah. All 6 though.
Yeah. So with that being said, I am not withdrawing my support yet, because I think that God is handling him. It's not like where like I kind of like, remember I talked about how like I didn't like how DaBaby was on Instagram Live embarrassing Dana Lay like that. That made me withdraw my support, because it's like, damn, like you would really degrade your child's mother online publicly in front of our faces like this, and you have a newborn baby, you're kicking her out like that. That hurt me. Right. I'm like, I don't want to support nobody like that. Like that hurt me. I was like, oh hell no, I don't like that, because when you do things as a woman, when I see a man treat a certain woman a certain way, a woman that's close to him, mm-hmm. whether it's a mother of his kids, whether it's his sister or whatever, if you could treat this person that's in your family a certain way, how can you treat me or anyone else? Like, you know, that hurts me. So it's like, I don't want to support you.
Fact.
But in this instance, I'm like, these are poor decisions that he's making, and he's being held accountable for it. And I feel like this is God handling him. So I'm not going to withdraw my support just yet. This is not what that is for me. Mm-hmm. But I will say this. This is what I want to say. I think that Duke Dennis needs to be moving forward. I think that he needs to be more intentional on his community of supporters. Let me explain. I think there needs to be a slight pivot in strategy, because yes, he has a lot of female supporters, but he still has he still has younger kids and stuff, and and he still has all these younger people and all that stuff, and he hangs around like even though they're all grown men in that house, but he's the oldest of them, and Casanat is like one of the biggest streamers, and Casanat has a large age range,
right.
And him being affiliated with that, he has that age, that younger age range that are hip to him too, because of whatever.
All right.
But I think that he needs to be more intentional on his community, and I think that he needs to change up his strategy, right? So I think that he needs to so his main content is like he's not really a streamer like that. He's more like a YouTuber. So a lot of his YouTube videos, like he's very athletic. He's very athletic. So he has some athletic videos or whatever, but most of his videos are just him out looking good with his friends, getting girls' numbers, girls flocking to him, all these things. I think that there needs to be a little bit more direction with him. I think that he needs to elevate that a bit. I think that Duke Dennis should get into modeling. I think that he needs to get into modeling because there's no reason I go on Duke Dennis's Instagram page and I don't see a freaking Skims campaign or something, or like a Puma campaign or some type of Jordans, modeling some Jordans or whatever, because like you look good. And like when you go on his page, he has photo shoots. He has like a bunch of recreational photo shoots, like full out photo shoots on his page of him out in China or him somewhere. It's a full photo shoot. Why don't you have like a partnership with somebody with this? Like, why aren't you modeling somebody's boxers or some shit? Like, why aren't you doing this? I feel like if he did something like that, it would elevate his community to more grown folks, where you're not getting a bunch of kids like not knowing how to react to grown people shit.
Right.
So when you're getting a bunch of kids that don't know how to react to grown folks' business when your shit comes out. In my opinion, I think that he needs to, when it comes to his videos, I think that he needs to maybe have more organized sport videos, more of those maybe to showcase more his athletics. I mean, we all know he's athletic, but it's like maybe more of that. Maybe when you meet these baddies in Atlanta, maybe incorporate them into a photo shoot of somehow, or like incorporate that into something that's more elevated, not just girls flocking to you, asking for your number, asking for a hug, asking for a kiss, asking for all these things. Like when it comes to like a lot of female influencers, a lot of them finesse a lot of their branding, a lot of their campaigns. Like a lot of times girls will take a picture with them in like their best Fashion Nova outfit, tag Fashion Nova as if they're a partner with them, but they're really not. But that's helping them get other partnerships. Right. Like people will take a picture of freaking drinking. They'll take a picture of them drinking Dasani water. Right. And they'll end up with a damn vitamin water deal because the person thought that it was a Dasani, and they wanted to hurry up and get them for their thing. Right. Because they have X amount of followers. Women finesse a lot of that shit. A lot. I see it a lot.
Oh, I know, I see it too.
So it's like, I'm sure that Duke Dennis has a bunch of fucking Jordans in his closet. Pick a pair of Jordans, go on a photo shoot with your Jordans, finesse it that way, finesse your way into a damn Adidas deal or something like that with your pictures. Like it's like I feel like it's time for him. And I don't know if his management or whatever has suggested this already, but. Sure and I know like a lot of times when your client is an artist or whatever, then you suggest all day, but they're not going to go with what you suggested. So I don't know what the conversations are behind the scenes, but I definitely think that there needs to be a little bit more of a pivot in strategy and a little bit more intentional on this community of supporters, because I feel like if he was more intentional with that, I feel like a lot of this mess, he could control a lot of this mess. And I think with this situation, he shouldn't. It was too much of him year by year telling people to mind your business. I think that he should have done a better job at getting ahead of this. Like people make a bunch of like, oh, he's the next Future, oh, he's the next this and that, whatever. But I think the difference between Duke Dennis and Future, and Duke Dennis and Cam Newton, and Duke Dennis and Anthony Edwards, is that Future will let you know that he don't give a fuck. He lets you know he don't give a fuck about the hoes or the kids, like that he don't want to claim. But the thing is, like, Future gives us a real choice whether we want to support him or not. He's not lying about being there for his kids. Right. He's not lying about none of that shit. He's letting you know he don't give a fuck about who he had with. I don't care. Right. That's why if Future goes on an interview They're not going to sit there and ask him about the baby mom that popped up out of nowhere and said this and that. They're not going to ask him that because he made it very clear he don't care. I mean, I'm sure he loves his kids, but like for the most part, we know that Future doesn't give a fuck for real, and he lets you know he don't give a fuck. He lets you know. So we're going to focus on the music because we already know what time it is with Future. So we have a choice in that. With Cam Newton, like he has a bunch of different kids. He's with someone right now, but you know, and we don't really agree with a lot of what's going on in his personal life. He talks about how, you know, he talks about how with the woman that he's with now, Jasmine.
Yeah.
He says controversial things about his relationship with Jasmine, like claiming that, you know, he even straight up said one time that he don't think that that's his wife. He thinks that he's still looking for his real wife or whatever. Like it's weird stuff like that, but he's transparent and being honest. So yeah, like he'll say some wild shit that episode and we'll talk about it for that week, but we're not gonna there's not gonna be a Cam Newton interview where someone's like asking him the tea on him and Jasmine, because we already know the tea. Cam Newton gives us a choice whether we fuck with him or not. He's not lying to us. Anthony Edwards straight up said because he got a baby with little baby's baby mother. Yeah. He don't give a fuck about that baby, the poor baby. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's sad, but he's not lying to us. So if Anthony Edwards does an interview somewhere, they're not going to ask him about his daughter that he doesn't. They already know what time it is with him. They already know what time it is. Anthony Edwards is giving money and not caring, but he's not lying about not caring.
Right. He's not hiding it.
He's not hiding it. So it's like he's not going to be constantly questioned about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Stop. Don't lie. Don't lie.
Just be honest on the jump. Everything is.
Or if you really care, if you do care and you do care, act like you care. Mm-hmm. Be there physically. Anywho, I'm almost done. Did you see the clip? I didn't watch the full interview. I watched most of it though. Woody McClain was on Cam Newton's podcast recently. You saw it?
I saw the clip.
There was a clip that going around. I thought it was interesting. But yeah, so he was recently on Cam Newton's podcast, and you know, Woody McClain is best known for his roles as Bobby Brown in the New Edition story. He's known to be Kane Tejada on the Power Go series. He before he was really into his acting bag, he was famous on social media doing like different comedy skits and all that stuff. He's funny. But he was on Cam Newton's podcast discussing how, like, you know, he doesn't want to be typecasted. So I'm gonna play the clip right here now.
When my first acting class I took in LA, they had this exercise where it's the first day of class and you have all these actors in there. And then she sit a chair in the front of the room, boom. And she said, all right, you come here. Sit right here. This is me. I'm sitting in the chair. Back towards the whole crowd. All right, y'all. I want y'all to tell this guy what y'all see him as. So I'm sitting in the chair. Everybody's saying, bad boy, the thug, the killer. I'm hearing this stuff. They don't know me. You know, I'm hearing this stuff. And she's like, all right, stop. She's like, all right, turn around, introduce yourself. So I turn around, I'm like,
which one of y'all?
Yeah. I'm like, Woody, nice to meet y'all. Everybody's laughing. Turn back around. All right, what y'all see him as? Oh, he's the nice guy. He's the sweet guy. He's the da-da-da-da. But that moment made me realize people judge you before you even talk, before you even say something. You know what I mean? So before I was just picking any kind of role because I just wanted to act. But now moving forward in my career, it's like I want to be very strategic of what I pick because I don't want everybody to keep perceiving me as this bad person because
He's about to break down in tears and he ends up getting up and walking out. Yeah, he's talking about how he doesn't want to be
allow nobody to put me in a.
He talks about how he doesn't want to be typecasted as like the bad boy, you know, because he you know, he refers to you know, back in his college days, he got into some legal trouble. He was into some legal stuff, you know, got into some legal trouble, and he didn't want to go down that path. So I guess when he was in that acting class, it kind of triggered him a bit when he got typecasted straight off the bat in his class, like, oh, the bad guy, the bad boy, the killer, the whatever. That kind of offended him. Because he was saying, you know, in that interview, he was saying, like, you know, people judge you before you even say anything. Right, and he says that he wants to be a role model because he recently became a new dad. He has twin daughters, and he was saying, like, you know, he doesn't want to look that way with his twin daughters. Mm-hmm. So I think maybe right now Woody is probably in a season where he's trying to figure his career out. I think that maybe he's because I'm like, I haven't seen him in anything other than Power lately, because because like a lot of these guys, they're still working and doing other things. I'm like, Woody's so talented, like why is he not like in other stuff going on? And maybe, I don't know for sure, but maybe he's getting offered roles that are too similar to Kane Tejada. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because even though he played Bobby Brown is a bad boy. He was the bad boy to a new edition. You know what I mean? Like so he was saying so maybe I think that he's in a season where he's trying to reroute his career and get other roles, I guess, because the roles that he's probably getting offered is Kane Tejada type roles. Right. I think Woody McClain is very talented. Like I said, he started off as an Instagram comedian, like doing skits and stuff. He's funny. He has a good sense of humor. And I think that he's very talented when he plays people like Kane Tejada. I think that, he's in his mind state right now. This is his career. This is his mind state. He just had kids, so people change, and he's in his head when it comes to that. But I don't think that, in my opinion, I don't think that he should think of it as a typecast. I feel like he's very talented. How many times has Denzel Washington played the same kind of guy in different movies? I mean, Denzel has a range. Right. He has a great range. He's one of the greatest actors. Like, he has a range. But how many times has Denzel Washington played the kind of guy that he was in Training? Like, how many times has he played the kind of guy that robs a bank or a hard ass, or how many times has Denzel played a similar person? You would say a lot, or would you say a little? What would you? A little. Oh, really? Yeah. You don't. Oh.
He plays different, like all different vibes, like all.
I think that he has range. I think that he does, but I think that there's a little bit of. You don't think it's a little bit of
Which ones are
okay? That's interesting.
Which ones are similar to you?
Okay.
Which ones are similar?
I mean,
like look at his overall catalog.
He played Malcolm X, but then he also played in Antoine Fisher. Those are both biopics. Those are both historic biopics. Mm-hmm. He shit. Because I feel like how many times has he played a detective in some shit? You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Like I just feel like. Okay. He has rank. He's Denzel. He has no. Don't get it twisted. I'm not playing with Mr. Washington. I'm just saying. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm not talking. Let me make sure I'm not. I mean, he played in Training Day, right? But then he played the Equalizer. Even though Equalizer, he's the good guy in the Equalizer, but he's still playing an act. Like he played in American Gangster. He played in. Oh shit! Am I talking in my head? I'm looking at you, Denzel, that nigga. Hold on. Okay, no. He played in. No, he was in Training Day, but then he also played Two Guns with Mark Wahlberg. Okay. But he was a partner in Training. He was a partner in Listen. He's playing a cop though. Like he played shit. Oh, maybe that wasn't a good example. You should have said shit. Never mind. Ooh, I don't know. He got a catalog on him. My bad. That was a bad person to say.
Shit. Hey.
Okay. You know what? Because maybe okay. Because now that I think about it, like we haven't seen Damson Idris play any other Franklin Saint in anything else, and I'm sure that he doesn't want to play any other Franklin Saint. But I mean, shit. If he had, shit. Oof. I wonder, Damson Idris, would you ever play a drug dealer again? He probably wouldn't. I don't know. But Franklin Saint was iconic for him.
Yeah.
Damn. Maybe he has a point then. I don't know, but I just think that Woody McClain is very talented. He did a bang up job as Kane Tejada. Like, he really sold that shit. Mm-hmm. And he did a great job with Bobby Brown.
Right.
I'm assuming maybe he's only getting offered that or something. I don't know, but I just think that like
it's part of the offer. It's definitely.
Let me just look at his catalog. Let me just see, because I've only seen him in two things. So maybe let me see, because maybe he doesn't have the catalog to sell himself in a certain way when it comes to people giving him offers. I see Power Ghost, New Edition, Bobby Brown, Oh, he was in The Harder They Fall with Jonathan Majors. He was in that. Let me see. Was he? Let me see. It says on his thing. Let me see the cast. Yeah, he was in that. Yeah, he was in that. I think he was a bad guy in that probably too.
See?
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't want to be typecasted as like the bad boy,
Right.
the bad guy.
Right.
Ugh. I just
hopefully
think I don't want him to feel this way though, because he's very talented. I almost want to suggest, like, if I was on his team or I almost want to suggest, like, you're getting offers, but pick the best offer and do it. And still build your catalog, and then try to get build his catalog up more, where he has like more main roles in what he's in, and then try to still use that as leverage when you want to go for a dramatic role or something like that. I feel like he should still try to build his catalog instead of stopping and waiting for something else to pivot with. Right. And also, I don't think that he should be too hard on himself, because he's acting, he's playing pretend, he's acting. This is not who he is in real life. How many times have you seen Denzel Washington shoot and kill somebody in movies? He's not a murderer in real life.
So, unless he just make his own movies. And
that's expensive.
I know.
Yeah.
Write a script or something, at least. Or get with some stuff.
I mean, what do you think about that? Now that I think about it, like, what do you think about that? I tried to use Denzel, but that didn't work.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about this?
That was a fail. But go ahead.
But nah, like, probably just get with like some writers or somebody, get with directors, upcoming directors, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go to film school, mess with some of those people at film school, and just like, I don't know.
Like, you don't think that, what do you think so you think that he should go the school route, or like the back behind the scenes route? You don't think that he should still try to get roles?
Definitely could try to get different, get good roles as well, but do that within while that's happening.
So you don't think that so do you agree with me when I say like he should still take on the roles, like those other roles,
but
like the roles that are similar to Kane and Tara? You think he should still do that?
He can, but if he feel that way about it, just like do some other shit.
Was Michael B. Jordan a better example to use? Because was he?
No.
Okay.
No. This nigga played twins in a box in like 3 years.
What the fuck? Like, no, like what?
It's the antibiotics. Right. I don't fuck with you.
He's calling me a freaking schizo now, but this is before he called me a fucking turkey, by the way. Anyway.
But nah, that's definitely. I knew he was gonna say Michael B. Jordan. I was like, nah, don't say that.
Yeah, that was a bad one too. Like, what the fuck am I thinking? That was dumb too. Like, what he want? That's the thing, and I get it now. Like, damn, you see these niggas, and you like, nah, let me get, because Damson Idris, he played Franklin State. He left Franklin State where he was at, and he in a damn race car movie with Brad Pitt, and he was in Swarm, right. Blowing Chloe Bailey's back out, and then and then he's on his modeling shit right now too. He has like a high end jewelry line. Yeah, Damson is giving a lot right now. Yeah, I want to see him. I'm not really excited about that race car movie that he has coming up, but I want to see him in other stuff. I want to see him star. I kind of want to see Damson Idris pair up with Jordan Peele. Do something with him. Do a little something with him.
That'd be fine.
Yeah. Let me go on Woody McClain's Instagram page right now, because sometimes you can tell sometimes when someone's in like a slight depression or a slight dry spell.
Or you can lock
from
in,
their
lock in with a director, like how
how
they locked in.
Hold on.
As far as like getting different roles and like so you won't feel typecasted. Work with somebody who got a vision.
Say it again.
I said if you lock in with like different people, different.
Do you think that he needs to lock in with Tyler Perry?
He can, just to see.
Yeah, he's
like what would they
he's
create?
He's doing partners with Godhood Comics for the Brotherhood comic series.
Like he might.
Yeah, he sure was in The Harder They Fall. He sure was in that.
Like even if he playing an action movie.
Oh yeah, he was in Yolanda Adams' music video. He was at someone's dinner. He was. Oh yeah, he also Woody McClain. He also produces too. He makes beats and stuff. Yeah, he's been doing his interviews and stuff lately too. He's been on some interview. He was on the Pivot. What's called the Pivot podcast.
That's my podcast.
Cam
right
Newton.
There. The Pivot.
So I guess this Cam Newton stuff, he is helping him launch himself. Get himself back onto the book, back onto the books, the market, the scene. That's good. So that his press run is good, and that clip is going viral. Maybe go watch it. So hopefully everything works out with Woody. I hope he finds himself. I hope he gets out of this dry spell. Everyone has their down moments. So hopefully
he'll be all right.
Yeah, I see Michael Rainey Jr. He's still doing his thing. That's he's still keeping his head up doing this thing. I know Power Book 2 Ghost, that getting canceled kind of pissed all of them off. Because no one wanted that shit canceled. Why is this getting canceled? That's crazy. But he I see that he's pivoting and stuff like that. He's in some stuff. He's in some upcoming stuff. He's supposed to be in some horror movie coming up with Chloe Bailey soon, and he's been doing some things. And then the white friend, what's his face, the one that plays, what's his name, Giovanni Paolo, he's doing some stuff too. And Da Vinci, he's been doing some things. Did they cancel BMF yet? I don't know if they canceled it yet. I'm not sure. I think this is the last season coming up. But did BMF come out already?
I don't know.
I think it came. Hold on. There's that. So like, so hopefully, good luck to Woody. Hopefully he finds himself out. Us creatives, we have our dry spells, we have our low moments, we have all these things. So hopefully he finds, his direction. Hopefully we can see him in more movies because he's very talented. I love him as an actor. Nice. He's very talented. Lastly, before we get to the music in the show segment, they said that Fifth Harmony might be reuniting, and that is a horrible idea. That is a horrible idea. I don't know who, I don't know what, when, where, why. I love those ladies, but reuniting as a group is crazy. It makes no sense. I still want Normani to flesh out her debut album. I still want her to do some more shows and stuff with her debut album. I'm not interested in them as a group. And they said that Camilla won't be joining. Of course not, because why would she? Like, this is stupid. I don't know if it's a rumor or if it's true or not, but I kind of believe it because they showed Dinah, Ali, and Lauren courtside at some random basketball game. So I guess they were trying to soft launch that. You know how they do PR when they start to ease people out when they want to make an announcement. And like when they had them courtside pictures courtside, and then like a week later they said Fifth Harmony was reuniting. That is crazy work. It makes no sense. Stay solo. We want Normani. That's it. That is crazy.
That's it.
I'm not even into girl groups anymore. Honestly, I'm not even into groups. Period. I see groups coming up and groups coming up. This group coming up. That group. I'm not interested in groups anymore. I'm sorry. I'm just not. That's in my opinion. I'm just not interested in groups. I'm just not. Maybe the kids are. I'm not. And even with Fifth Harmony coming back out now, who would be your audience? Like no one's like what? No, absolutely not. That makes no sense at all. Don't do it. I will not be tuned in. Yes.
You heard it here first.
All right. Am I good for like 10 more minutes? Am I good for 10 more minutes? All right. On Seen and Heard, our music segment, just real quick, Teyana Taylor dropped her she dropped a couple things. Teyana has an album coming out. Is it upcoming or up and coming?
I think it dropped already.
No, not the album. The song did, not the album.
Okay, never mind.
Is it upcoming or up and coming?
Upcoming. Upcoming
So,
album. Not up and coming. Up and coming is if you.
Her album Escape Room comes out in August, by the way.
August.
But she just dropped her single called Long Time. The visual is beautiful. Yeah. Teyana Taylor is a impeccable, wonderful, intriguing, inspiring, creative. She can sing, dance, act, produce, create, direct, choreograph. She's a jack of all trades. And I love knowing that the artist has main creative control on and off the camera with their stuff. So the single Long Time came out. Beautiful video starring Aaron Pierre and Lakeith Stanfield. Just by first look, it kind of tells a story of it. To me, I interpret it as the visual was very interpretive. I'll say that it was a very interpretive visual. I think that it symbolized her and Iman Shumpert's relationship ending and her feeling like she should have ended it a long time, and she was such a beneficial partner to him, and it feels like Aaron Pierre kind of like picked her back up and is piecing her back together. But the visual is very interpretive. I love how she's laying out on the pavement with her red, I guess she has like a red outfit draped all over her, and like it kind of symbolizes like a murder scene, like a blood murder scene, like her drape symbolizes like a puddle of blood. I love that it's very interpretive. I love that. I love Teyana's mind. I think that Teyana is so beautiful. I love her face. But I love her face. But that's but yeah, so I'm excited for her album. I knew that, you know, she announced that she was retiring a few years ago. I knew that was bullshit, girl. You just needed a break. That's all. They pissed you off. You needed a break, and that's just what that was, girl. You ain't retiring from nothing, girl. Stop. You took a little break, girl, because you sing way too well, you dance way too well, you look way too good to be retiring from being in front of the camera and being the main girl. Absolutely not. So I'm glad you snapped out of it. I can't wait for the album. Love the visual. And yes. So then also, Teyana Taylor was on the remix for Ecstasy, Ciara song, along with Normani. That was a nice song. Love that. Ciara's making her comeback. I think Ciara's album drops in August as well. Yeah. I think it's titled CC. So Ciara has an album coming out in August, and Teyana Taylor has a new album coming out in August. So can't wait for that. And let me see. Oh, she just posted a picture with her and her man, Aaron Pierre. That's Mufasa. Cheers to 31 and many more wins around the sun. Oh, she calls him Woody. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. They look so good with his little British. He had a fine British accent too. Ooh. Roar. Anywho, so yes. And speaking of Teyana Taylor, she also stars in Tyler Perry's new movie Straw, which stars the Taraji P. Henson. Okay, y'all. So we know how the combo goes when we talk about Tyler Perry. Listen. I think I will. Okay, so, you know, of course, the critiques, you know, remain, when it comes to Tyler Perry movies, they think that the storylines aren't all the way fleshed out, it's spotty, some things don't make sense, some things are this and that, he shoots these movies, in too little time, blah, 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 whatever, is not executed properly, blah, 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 blah. So I think that this movie... And just the impact of this movie, in regards to like my friends and like, people I've discussed it with, I think I might retire that critique, if that makes sense. I think I may retire that. I think I'm just going to accept it for what it, because I'm thankful for Tyler Perry. Like we can say what we want about Tyler Perry. I'm thankful for this having him a part of my culture. Like I'm thankful for Tyler Perry, and I thank you, Tyler Perry, for everything that you have ever done. I'll say that. Thank you, Tyler Perry, for everything that you have ever done. I think that he's necessary for us. I love how he pays his actors handsomely. Yeah. Sure. All of them say it. Yeah. He gives black actors jobs, period. And this movie Straw, the messaging and the storyline was great. The movie was shot in 4 days, of course, on his Tyler Perry Studios. It was shot in 4 days. Taraji P. Henson just did an interview at the Breakfast Club about it as well. And they brought up the whole storyline about it, the whole Tyler Perry critique, whatever. And she was just like, I would never stop working with Tyler Perry. And these stories need to be told. So it doesn't matter if these things happen, and these stories need to continue to be told, and that's just it. Like I'm never going to stop working with Tyler Perry, and that's just what that is. Taraji P. Henson is an amazing actor. Like she is just like I am so I am in awe of her. Know what? I remember when Taraji was an extra on Smart Guy. I remember I think she did some stuff on Sister too, but I remember seeing her on Smart Guy, and it was so funny because Smart Guy was based, I don't even think they filmed it in DC, but Smart Guy, the show was based, they were in DC, they was based in DC. And I love how I remember her being like an extra, she was like in an episode or two or whatever on Smart Guy. I remember seeing look at Taraji, look at that, like look at that. But it's just like Taraji, I'm just like, I am so in, I love that she's from DC, by the way. But I am so in awe of her when I see her perform. Like she is so Like she's amazing, and that woman has range. Like she has range. But I love the movie. You know, I'm not really a crier, so I didn't cry, but I saw people say that they cried. I love the plot twist at the end. You know, of course, like I said, there are some critiques here and there when it comes to fleshing out certain scenes or whatever. But I mean, it is what it is. It's a Tyler Perry movie. That's, you know, if you want certain things, you can go to certain people for it. If you want a black psychological thriller, Jordan Peele's right there. Exactly. If you want a well thought, well executed story of fucking, I don't know, just a storyline of or a storytelling, or you want a well thought out and deeper meanings and all that stuff, Ryan Coogler's right there. You want this, so and so's right there. You want that, so and so. Like, you know, we have all these people that we can go to. So, you know, yeah, it's a running joke about Tyler Perry movies, but you know, it is what it is. Like, I'm thankful for him and whatever he does, and you know, I would love to be like a crackhead auntie one day in one of his movies. Like, I still stand by that. I don't mind being typecasted. Okay, listen, I don't mind being. Listen, I'll sit up in somebody's room and be like, hey, what do you think? Like, J Rob, J Rob, typecast me. So like, say you don't know me, right? And I'm in class, and the teacher says, "Well, teacher said, Danielle, get up and go sit down and turn your back." And people shout out what they think I will play it, you know, whatever. So you tell me, you already called me a turkey, so you can't say anything worse. So go ahead. So like, what do you think? Like, if you could typecast me, what would you typecast me as?
Just by hearing, just by you turning around.
No, just by looking at me. Yeah.
Let me see. The bougie friend.
Really? Bougie?
The bougie auntie. And the
bougie auntie, okay.
Yeah, the bougie auntie.
Why bougie?
Just the way, you just look like a bougie auntie.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, what
else? In the movie.
Okay, what else?
And the Mean Girls. Say no.
Okay.
Stacey Dash. Say no, fuck with you. Fuck with you. What else?
Go ahead. Go.
School teacher.
A teacher?
Yeah.
You think I would be a teacher? Ooh, yikes. Yeah. Okay.
Or one of those like one of those principals or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Abbott Elementary.
Yeah.
So when it comes to so you already said movie types. Okay. So when it comes to a show, TV show, right? Do you think I will be in a comedy or like a sitcom, or do you think I will be in a drama? What do I give?
Both.
Really, both? Yeah, you think I can give? You think I have range?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can be in both.
I could be in both for real?
For sure.
You think so for real?
Yeah. Not for real. You could be.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I want to act. I always wanted to act. I think I might do an acting class. I always wanted to act.
Do it.
Yeah, I think I am. Yeah, I think I want to act. But yeah, we have Tyler Perry, we have Ryan Coogler, we have Jordan Peele. You know, what other black people do we have?
Damn.
Creators.
I just seen the list. I forgot.
Directors and stuff. We have all these folks. Yeah. So Tyler Perry is what Tyler Perry has. You know, because we're not gonna always be happy with because I'm not gonna lie. When I saw Duplicity, I was pissed. I'm like, oh hell, it was some scenes in there. I'm like, oh Tyler, sir, what the fuck? But no.
Not today.
Right. But you know what's funny? My friend, she does hair, and because I was asking her because she was talking about how she was like, girl, you need to watch Straw. Go home and watch Straw. And I said, oh, how's the glam? How's the hair? How's the clothes? How's everything? How's Teyana look? Right? Because I'm like, Teyana giving? Teyana can give a pixie cut. Teyana can give a long situation. Teyana can give a lot. So I'm like, what's Teyana giving? And she was like, Teyana's wearing a wig, but she was telling me, and ladies, let me know, the girls that do hair, let me know, because I was like, whoa, what? She was saying that Teyana has the type of forehead or the type of face to wear a wig that doesn't need to be plucked. Like she was saying, Teyana has that little Kim head where they could put on any wig, it doesn't need to be plucked, but it just works. I was like, what? She was like, yeah, she has an everything type of head, she has an everything. She said she has an everything head. Like she can just wear any wig. It doesn't have to be plucked. It can just be any wig that she can put on her head, and it just works. It just works out. I'm like, oh, what? Whoa. So,
I can see that.
So ladies that do hair, is there such thing as an everything head? And does this, and her theory about Little Kim and Teyana Taylor wearing wigs that don't need to be plucked out that well, is that true too? Because I saw the movie, her wig looked good, but it did look like they just sat it on there real quick and they didn't pluck it. They didn't do too much to it, but it looked good on her. It looked good on her. Right. It worked for her.
Right.
So is that true, y'all? Is that a thing?
I'm sure that's a thing.
Let me know. I'm gonna clip this and I'm gonna put this on here. Let me know. Is that a thing, guys? Let me know. Anywho, that's it for me. Straw was a great movie. I didn't cry, even though it was sad. The ending, it was a really good plot twist. Taraji P. Henson can sell anything, honey. Listen, she needs another Oscar. I think she has an Oscar from Benjamin Button, if I'm not mistaken. She's either nominated or she has an Oscar for Benjamin Button. I'm not sure, but yes, amazing movie. Did you watch it?
No.
Go, it's on Netflix. Watch it. Fuck it. Just watch it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just watch it. The plot twist, it was a good plot twist at the end. It was good. It was good. And I love how on the poster and in the movie, it kind of paid homage to that painting of that woman, that tired woman in the bed, sitting up on the bed. It gave that, like, she gave a little bit of there's a frame in the movie and on the poster where she gives like that tired woman getting up out of bed, sitting up, her slip is slipping down, she tired, she got to get up and start her day again. It gave that too. So that was cool. I love that parallel right there. But yeah, that's it for me. Anything else you wanted to say?
Oh, nope. I gotta watch all that.
Yes, watch it. Anywho, thanks again for tuning in to Hurt the Podcast. I'm your wonderful host, Danny. We are available on all podcast streaming platforms. We are available on YouTube, HER''D, the podcast. We are on TikTok at HerdPod, HERDPOD. Make sure you're followed up. And thank you again. J-Rob, say bye.
Oh, bye, y'all.
Gobble, gobble. Goodbye. See you later.